How do you do, boys and girls? One of you just gave me a fantastic idea. We're gonna do, it seems so simple, we're gonna do a video now sort of reviewing the hydraulic clutch on my 19 CVO versus the cable clutch on my new 21 Ultra Limited. So let's get started. So from what I'm seeing, everyone talking, the big rigmarole everyone's upset about that's going to cause many a bar fight involving beers being smashed over heads and whatnot this year is the cable clutch change and the 21 baggers. I've mentioned this before, but it's to me, I'll just get into it because somebody in the comments mentioned, hey, when are you going to do that? Because I'm looking at a new bike and I want to know what I should do. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's do this. So in my stable here, I have a 14 Heritage with, of course, a cable clutch. This new 21 Ultra Limited that I've had now for a couple weeks, and my 19 CVO that I've had for 2 years now. The CVO, of course, is a hydraulic clutch. It's not a different clutch because it's a CVO. It's just a Road Glide with a hydraulic clutch. And then this 21 is the new cable clutch. So you can see it's just an old school, you know, cable mount, et cetera, et cetera. I put about 9,000 miles on that bike, maybe 10, something like that. Around 10,000 miles on this guy in the year and a half I've had it. Put about 12,000 miles on that 14 over the years me and my father have, because it never gets ridden. And then now I've had this guy, I don't know, 2 weeks? Has it been 3 weeks? I don't know. And I got about 500 miles on it. So I feel like I can kind of weigh in on what I can see. And my wife, we just traded her 18 Heritage in when we got this Ultra, and now she rides that CVO. So both of us have sort of an opinion, you know, to share. What are the concerns, right? When they dropped the hydraulic clutch, it pissed off everybody because they said it's because they couldn't figure it out. They couldn't make it right. They had an oiling issue where fluid was transferring from the transmission to the primary, and they had to add a vent pipe and all this stuff. And why didn't you just fix it? Why'd you drop the hydraulic clutch? Why'd you give up, et cetera, go back to old technology and blah, blah, blah. And all that might be true. Another video I watched, the guy said, well, they'll probably come back with a hydraulic clutch in 22 when they fixed it. I certainly hope not. I don't want, that'd be my luck, right? Like the single model year that has a clutch cable. I hope that's not the case. But here's my thoughts. It is definitely a noticeable difference. That bike's got 10,000 miles on it. The clutch is not worn out. And the clutch engages when it's about 80% out. So, you know, they adjust. So someone out there is going to go, well, it's because your clutch is worn out. It ain't worn out. The clutch is a medium pull. You know, I mean, I've been to many a rally and sat holding that sucker in a lot. And it's a medium pull. It's not super light. It's not super heavy. But, I mean, she's about out to there before she starts to grab. So there's not a lot of, you know, you only got about an inch or so, inch and a half of friction zone, right? This guy, well, the lights all just went off in here. It's so dark. This guy is lighter, you know, and yeah, the cable's already starting to stretch. You know, you can see that it's got 500 miles on it. It's time to be. They'll adjust it at 1,000, but good when it goes in for its 1,000 mile service. So yeah, I mean, you can see I've already got stretch in the cable, right? And it's only got, you know, 500 miles on it. But I will say this: the clutch is engaging not maybe an inch out. I mean, I get a lot of friction zone. I got a lot of friction zone before that thing starts, you know, all the way out and fully engaged. So the Ride Like a Pro guy had said, no, clutch cables are better because if you're a pro rider, low speed maneuvers, this, that, and the other, you want a lot of friction zone, a lot of control over that. And so he was happy to see the clutch cable came back. I don't know why. I'm not going to weigh in on Harley was trying to cut corners or it's this or it's that or why didn't they fix it. I'm just saying that the real feel between the two, I think I like the cable more.
Why, you little maggot! You make me want to vomit!
People just freaked out. They're going to call my mother things, and they're going to, you know, mail me terrible things and whatnot. That's fine. I like the cable more. I think that the feel is lighter. I think I would rather sit in traffic and work this guy, you know, for hours on Lozelle and Sturgis than I would this hydraulic. You know, this hydraulic is a little bit of a harder pull. So that's going to be easier to deal with. I like, again, having more friction zone control that I can feel it start to engage and whatnot. So for me, the verdict is I like the cable. I like the feel of the cable better. The only downside, and it's a significant one, is that clutch cables do wear out and snap when they get old enough. I don't think it'll be a problem for me because I'm the kind of guy, and maybe you guys out there are too, that I will change that thing when it gets to a certain age. Maybe every 5 years or something, every 30,000 miles, I don't know, I'll change the clutch cable just because I don't want any troubles. That's actually a positive also. Yes, you're gonna have to change the clutch cable every once in a while, but the positive is you can. I've changed clutch cables before. I've done it on that guy. You know, I've done it on my older Fat Boys that I have in earlier videos and stuff, because I put apes on it and you put a longer cable on. I've done it, it's not a big deal. I don't know about changing that hydraulic line and bleeding it stuff. I've never done that before. It's not, you know, a common sort of thing. So there's a positive. You can change it. Also, people complain about, no, the cable stretches, like that one's already has a little bit. It stretches and you have to adjust it. So adjust it. There's an adjuster. It's not hard. Like you loosen the lock nut, you spread out the adjuster there to pull some slack out of the line. You'll actually see the lever pull back in a bit. There's nothing to it. I could do it. It might take just a few minutes to adjust this clutch cable. I've done it a million times. I've done it on that guy a bunch of times over the years. You know, it's not a big deal. This one's already going to have to be adjusted again, but they'll do that because I did the whole. They have that prepaid maintenance thing. I like that. The older I get, the less I want to do garage yoga and roll around on the floor maintaining my own stuff. Judge me, you pricks. But. So that's my verdict on the 21 clutch cable. I like it. I like the cable. I'm kind of pleased, actually, now that I've put enough miles on it to have a sort of real opinion on whether I think it's good or not. I do think it's good. So I'll let you know and keep you updated if it becomes a problem or whatnot. But again, me, clutch cable good. See y'all later. Bye.